Greetings to all my comrades of the APC. This is not the APC online TV platform, and me na comrade Owankasu. This program na the upfront one-to-one interview with all APC comrades that really aspire for various positions then within the APC. And today, of course, we all know the activities of APC. A lot of people in the aspire all over the country and at the diaspora. Today we get one aspirant, a female aspirant, really aspire for a very top position within the diaspora. And this is not the person, but somebody we very popular on social media, somebody we don't do a lot for humanity, somebody we don't do a lot for the APC party, and we're proud for getting today on this platform. So, comrades of the APC, I want to make una allow me for invite them, make it come in and tell we who that's not him and what he aspire for. Over to you, comrade.
Thank you very much, Owankasu. Now, good evening to everybody all over the world who they watch this show or get for watch this show. My name na Kadiatu Baby Haj Jeng. I dey live na U.S.A, Columbus, Ohio. I dey aspire for the APC U.S.A Women's Leader.
Fantastic.
My background today, I think it's time. Born and raised in a very small village called Rosent Buyaromende. Come off from a very big family named the Kanus. Me na one of the grand Pekin them, the great grand Pekin, the daughter of Buara Kanu, we na the sister of Hassan Bishi Kanu. Baby Haj is this name became very popular in the 90s, 95, when my late husband, may his soul rest in peace, Papa, we opened the company then a salon. At a very young age, born and raised in a APC home, my mama was one of the mommy queen then for the APC, Hajabo Arakanu. When Hassan Bishikanu in big sister, and he also married to Semufona. So that tells you my trails about APC. So me, I grew up with Tumikanu side family, when Uncle Hassan. Everybody we sabi me get for know me in the 90s when I take over Transworld building and open Baby Haj restaurant and Disco Shadows during NPRC time. At a very young age, I don't come abroad from where I small, at 17. But before I turned 25, I returned home to open business. I hired hundreds of Sierra Leoneans who work for me in Baby Haj, both the club, the restaurant, and the boutique at a very young age. And up till now, I'm probably one of the Sierra Leoneans that would brag say, I go home maybe every 4 or 5 months at the my country. The love for my country and the love for my party, not measurable. My family no know nothing about politics other than APC. We are born and raised and grown as APCs. And so at the council una today for can ask una for una votes. But as the time they go on with this interview, una go get for know me more, and depending to the questions they will una get from me.
Okay, fantastic, Baby Haj. Wow. Born na Buyarumindi. Wonderful. Well, now we eager and then and do the waka waka, the travel, for go binti, for go then sada, then poloko,
Correct.
place today. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so you come out from the Kanu family. You
Yes.
mentor Hassan Bese Kanu. Hassan Bese Kanu served all the presidents them if I no go mistake na APC
Mm-hmm.
from Checker Steven in time, and very very down to earth person, very
Yes.
humble person,
Very.
respectable person, and I meet Hassan Bese Kanu few times and I tell and say I be dey expect say why they come for can see you. I dey expect for meet one old man. I say because for my young, I dey go school. I dey hear about Asangbese Kanu. He get a big house na Grassfield. Every time
Grassfield.
people in taxi they say Asangbese Kanu, now they stop this. So it's like a name is so popular within the country. And where I go see him, I tell her say you look too young for me. I feel say I for meet some old guy. I laugh. He tell me say no, he say he old, he say just that he live a very peaceful life.
Correct.
Yes, it take me now in garden.
Mm-hmm.
Wonderful. I was amazed. Go to garden. They say, look, as far as you can see, on the
Mm-hmm.
left, right, front of me, behind me, belongs to
Mm-hmm.
me. So what
Mm-hmm.
are you waiting for?
Fellow fam.
Yes.
Yeah. Na
So
Joton.
I spent time there. I spent time with him. In the evenings, he dey go na Waterloo, na that farm na Waterloo, relax dey,
Mm-hmm.
we come on our office, he pass, he go Waterloo. By
Mm-hmm.
evening time, he don't come, he can relax na house, him pray, then he
Mm-hmm.
rest. May his
Mm-hmm.
soul rest in peace.
Amen. Amen.
Yeah,
Oh,
it was a great man. Anyway, I admire him.
that's
Anyway,
my mentor.
yeah,
Yeah, he mentor me. My uncle, me now one of the favorite niece that we ever church.
okay.
He be always they tell me say he see something in me.
Mm-hmm,
Even before he die, and I don't embark in this journey of politics.
mm-hmm,
And I had the opportunity for sit down with him several times before even the convention, the last convention we'll get to McKinney.
yeah,
He give me blessings. He say, I've always known, say, you go join politics and you know go grill me name loss.
okay.
And to this day, I echo his name almost every day. May his perfect soul rest in peace. He was
I
a
mean,
very lovely man.
yeah,
He loved his niece and
yeah,
family. He like in family.
that's
That's
good.
for sure.
Yeah,
And I'm one of his favorite niece. I always brag about it.
wonderful, wonderful.
Yeah.
All right. Baby Haj, you also mentioned somebody with a Sembufona.
Yes.
Sembufona, these are the names in APC that we hear about, and we want
Hmm.
to know more about them people here. So because they serve, they serve
Hmm.
the country, they serve APC, and they left legacies. So
Yes.
people like them, we will always want to be reminded about
Hmm.
names like that. What do you have to say about Sembufona? Fona?
Well, the best I can say here that my mama happened to be the first woman who ever born for Sembofona. You
Wow.
know, I always refer this question to my sister because she was the only one we grew up in the Fona home, we na Salima to Fona. That's my belly born sister from the same mom and the same dad. But
Mm,
she enjoyed the benefits of Sembofona and born and raised na Sembofona in us, you know, ever left. We go to the mommy side.
mhm,
So my mama was not an literate person. She was illiterate,
mhm.
but she was a very intelligent lady.
Okay.
And for Leima, he born some for nine first speaking in life.
Mhm,
And I watched me mama during campaign. All I can tell you about my mom and politics as a young kid growing up, me na the last born of me
mhm.
mama.
Okay.
Um, they wearing jeans, they wearing fila. Say, mama, outside they go. Say, they go campaign for Sembu na Makeni. Akomodi a drop na kwe a campaign for Gbeshikanu. That's
Mhm.
all she knows and enjoyed it. She lived
Absolutely.
to be 94 years old before he died.
Wow.
Mhm.
Wonderful. May their soul rest in peace.
Amen.
Yeah. Baby Haj, you know somebody we start business when you very young,
Yes.
and you left Sierra Leone, you come America, you travel out of the country, you go back
Hmm.
and continue the business,
Hmm.
and your business system, I think, say from the looks of things, they're quite successful. You look like a successful woman.
Thank you.
Why you want to aspire for a position in a political, atmosphere? Why you want to be a politician? Because leading the U.S.A. women, a very, very tough political seat for Sidonpa. Why you
All
take that
right.
decision?
Good question. Um, my business era, I'm still in business. I still own a business, only it's a different sector of business. Today, I embark on the healthcare sector. Okay. I have a double master's in nursing in America.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm running an agency or a home healthcare business. And I'm also working in a hospital. This is how hardworking I am.
Wow.
The reason why I come into this and want to take the mantle of leadership now the APC, a lot of us, there are so many of us, my brother, so many of us, we're not Sierra Leoneans. We they outside of the country, out of Sierra Leone, we get hidden talent. We will not get no way for Sharam, either by you not get affiliated with anything or nobody not reach out to you. I came into this. I'm currently the secretary, well, the outgoing secretary for the APC Women's Wing. Then tap into me brains when they saw me, then see me in a party where I give one or two, maybe I was the MC of that party, and the APC women tap into me brains and bring me on board and make me an assistant secretary. In no time, I clinched to be the secretary of that wing. And it's been over 6 years. I run the APC USA Women's Wing as a secretary under the leadership of Madam Mariamalo Bangura. And we
Excellent.
worked so well in these 6 years. I get for learn a lot that there are so many women, a lot of Sierra Leonean women, educated, non-educated, that have the love for the country.
Mm-hmm.
We are talking about a party, but my philosophy is you have to be able to love the country before our country come first.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe say now the buck stop now we step,
Mm-hmm.
because some of us don't come abroad at a very young age. We can't born picking them abroad. You see how just not and just say hi and bye.
Yeah.
If I don't take the mantle for me to be able to introduce me picking and say there is a place outside of here where me call a home where I love,
Mm-hmm.
and that there is a party that I also care of, where if I know they, this is it. We
Mm-hmm.
country no they go before.
Mm-hmm.
We have people sacrifice for us to come to the US and enjoy the freedom they get.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's where I come in. I believe the young shall grow.
Mm-hmm.
The young must grow in Sierra Leone. And we, the young people then behind us, we now go where they go so now. Some of us are just, we are also heading to our, old people then footpath.
Yeah.
But if we not take the mantle now, we picking another come, my
Mm-hmm.
brother.
Mm-hmm.
We have to be able to lead. So picking then go follow we, and now we
Mm-hmm.
go empower them. So I
Mm-hmm.
believe in empowerment, and I believe there are a lot of women sitting there just waiting for somebody to reach out to them so they
Mm-hmm.
can share their hidden talent. That's when I step in and say, we have a lot of work to do, especially from the part of the world who say me commutes. Women, we have a lot of work to do to empower each other. So
Mm-hmm.
this is why I step in and say, you know what, with the leadership mantle, I will be able to empower women, lift the young ones, empower not only even women, the younger ones. They will have faith. I'll give them faith and courage that
Mm-hmm.
there is a brighter light under the tunnel. And now we get for Make Mama Salon.
Absolutely. Okay. Kudos to Marmalu for identify under leadership. They're able to identify Baby Haj,
Yes.
for in talent where he gets, and then incorporate him and become a deputy secretary, and then in no time you assume the position of the secretary for this long, and
Mm-hmm.
you're not a well experienced person now, and
Mm-hmm.
you're not a professional. You dey run
Mm-hmm.
care home and
Mm-hmm.
the medical field, and then
Yes.
you dey also do work as a medical person in the hospital. You are
Mm-hmm.
doing a very fantastic profession. One
Thank you.
way for save lives. For look after humanity. We we need people the lekuna. We need talents the lekuna. I remember interviewing Mama Loy. They talk about, you know, people that were nurses them from America. We be the come na
mhm,
Sierra Leone for
mhm,
come, for come help the health
mhm,
system. You
mhm,
understand, now the country because the place so dilapidated,
mhm,
profession not very good at all,
mhm,
and una the nurses then be the common America, una the calm na salon for can do a lot of things them. But during the COVID, the team move for being calm. During the COVID,
mhm.
can't stop and all of that. But now we're going to continue with that later on, you know,
Correct.
which is quite impressive and that kind of stuff there. I think say the whole of Europe, the diaspora, go for think about that. One of the woman them,
Mhm,
I really
mhm.
appreciate that. So politically, the position of the women's leader, given that this not the diaspora is quite massive. The contenders them, other people then come out from different sides where they aspire one for lead this very, leadership seats. What are your chances of winning this particular position?
Well, the beauty we get as APCs this time, it's so amazing because you have the region and then you have your branch. I am aspiring for the APC USA Women's Leader, which is not the branch at all. I have another opponent where they run, but I will tell you, Owankasu, that I stand a 99% chance of winning these elections. Not to because I am Baby Haj, because people they don't see what I have done when we're in opposition, you know, and the things that I love to do. I think APC. I can talk to my friends in England. I say, when we lost the elections, there was a video that was going around who na make na England. That video empowered me so much that we just lost elections. Abes, may his soul rest in peace, was my very good friend. He sent me that video. I'm like, so why should we sit down? I take the mantle in the US. I travel all over America, all over the world, and encouraging people that APC will come back to power 2023. I don't do that time without number. I cannot tell you how much help I render in a daily basis. How many people reach out to me? I'm a sponsor of a one old base na Kalbatong, we then call this one. Um, I have done a lot of things. I don't travel all over, all the way to Gambia just to help foster APC party na Gambia. Um, with Maria Malo in leadership, she actually empowered me and gave me the autonomy to do a lot of things under the APC and travel on the wing's behalf, and which I enjoyed so much, and I keep doing the good things that I've done. I I cannot tell you, maybe social media will tell you, feed the people in Sierra Leone, donations upon donations. I'll tell you, when we lost the party, Madam Lowe and three others, including myself, we came up with a program called the Overseers. We know what we did for our party, which I'm not going to explain much here from the time we lost elections. So party no go die. In
Mhm.
fact, I always brag that APC will not rest in peace. We are coming back, you know. So those are the things that trigger me. Actually, I feel say me for the campaign. I don't campaign way before even we lost power. I made myself known not because I go on a free tour, I go visit somebody. I did not hit social media as Kadiatu baby Haj Kanu or Kadiatu baby Haj Fofana. I hit social media with my husband in name, my beloved husband, Wena Jen, deliberately so people will get to see what I can do. Don't vote for me because my papa nadis or my uncle nadis, but look at me and see something in me that I am here to help, and I'm here. to empower people. And I'm here, I'm a testimony of somebody where they pick up and tap into in talents. Madam Maria Malobangura did saw that in me. I want to extend that to every woman who is Sidoyan that they watch me. And I have done that a lot. I make my connections all over the world. People are asking me today why you not go for the women's leader na the region because you are so popular. I'm like, I believe in power. You fight for power first. You get for take care of your home base. I must work in the US with a woman them. Then na then go push me now to whosoever I get for go. This
Okay.
is that's it.
Yeah, fantastic. I think say you start with a humble, what I would say, humble start, a humble beginning.
Yes,
Indeed, I was under the impression that you are actually aspiring for the diaspora women's
the
leader.
region.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, you can imagine, people are seeing you up there,
Mm-hmm.
but you start, humbly inside the
Mm-hmm.
United States, and
Mm-hmm.
hopefully, you will look at, we don't serve day, then you will see how you will move forward. That's very,
Correct.
very impressive. And you name na base one Kalbaton, na Kalbaton me come out. Now why dear my dear. So base one you named it now you know the mama, you know.
Yes.
So so you named it and we said the church based they were one time and I can talk
Mm-hmm.
with them. So you are quite popular there and you're quite loved. And thank you for
Mm-hmm.
the work we do.
Thank you.
A lot of people they appreciate you all over the world. And you're very touched by the death of we comrade with and kill in a broad daylight when our comrade Evangelist Samson. And this thing affects you so much so that a lot of people will they cry for you because
Mm-hmm.
of the kind connection which you get with that young man there. And
Yes.
they know say you now one of the person who could be heavily affected
Mm-hmm.
by that man there in death. Give me a little connection about that.
Ah, tough.
Yeah.
May his soul rest in peace, Samson. So, I mean, um, I get for meet Evangeline Samson in a very, very interesting way. I go Freetown, the box then lost. The plane left the box them for like couple of days. So I they heading to the airline, I see them they rally in a street about Paulo. Paulo content. That's how I became a friend of Paulo. You know, I look at the crowd at the area and they say, Free Paulo, Free Paulo. Of course, I've done a Paulo, I sabi Paulo in name. So this young man hold the mic. I can't down. I say, Hey, una tanky. I tell me driver, I say, Stop. I pull money. I say, Una go buy water for waiting safe the people them. So I turn around. I be one move away. Something just told me, Why should I even do that? I look at my driver and my husband. I say, You know what? Maybe you can go to the airline. I'm going to rally with these people. So I take the mic. That was my first introduction of Baby Haj. Na salon, they almost arrest me.
Wow.
I take the mic and rally with them all day. And I don't know who Samson was. For me, my mission was accomplished.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Samura Kam, I go inside Motuka, we go inside CID, then we almost go, then wait, then one for tell and 2 3 word. Of course, my nature, I had to step in. I'm like, you cannot talk to him like that. This man has been our flag bearer. He's a flag bearer. He was just a flag bearer a couple of months ago. No, can't talk to run any kind of way. The man threatened for jail me. So me name, that's how I met Samson. And I was done with it. Then I returned back to the US. Didn't know who Samson was. And we in Columbus here we host a program called the Summit after we lost the elections. I had for the woman them, of course, Nami base. It's only like four during that time. We only have maybe 4 or 5 active APC women. They all left na the na the chapter. So I had to step up and shoulder the responsibility for hosting comrade them from international. And Samson heard about this. You see the picture. scatter on our social media. Anyway, that's how, and over the years, he became like a son to me. Samson was a son to me. He never called me baby Haj. From the day I met that boy to the day they kill him, I talked to Samson maybe an hour or two before he died. I've been there at Texas with some of other comrades. I mean, I talked to him so regularly, if not a day, or if you know you read from me for 2 days, Samson will call me or send me an audio. Mommy, I know you read from you. I just want to make sure say you okay. You know, that's my son. And when they kill Samson, it's I know they say feel like they killed my son. That's how I felt in Texas. Imagine Owankasu, you just talk to you Pekin. Then you watch social media and you say, then just kill him. Oh my God, that pain is to this day. I'm not able to explain it to nobody.
Yeah.
And you know, it's so bad. Something in died threw me into so much depression that I mean, maybe now once or twice I don't dream him. And he kept telling me, no relent, mommy. So I think if we party no kind of power, 2023, I'll feel like I failed my son. He's calling for justice. It's so painful. I still cannot talk about Samson's death.
I can understand the difficulties because
I
you know
can't.
serious, you know connected, and we not
Yes.
be know people like we not be
Yeah.
know, but when it happened, and we feel the shock. People in the talk about, oh my God, I'll be Biaj there for day, be Biaj na Pikin Landi, be Biaj Uzu. So it's like happen for day, in a meeting where you been day, and the amount of money we try for raise, support in Pikin and all of these, So we just see all of that because we didn't at the social media, we dey see everything, and we dey gather information. So sometimes we dey take una unaware, for then stuff there. So, but let's say with all of this done, baby Arch, elections come for the women's leadership. Baby Arch no get the position of the women's leader. What in baby Arch go get for do? Because you are a talent, you are a
Yeah.
figure. We don't work for the party, and we need you inside the APC. What in baby Arch go do for help the APC going forward if you not get chance to win the women's leadership?
I tell you, thank you for asking me that question. It's very obvious. I don't say I'm time without number. If I not win the APC U.S.A women's leader, now the day me work begin for make sure say me party can power 2023. Because at that time I will not get anything will go take me attention of campaign. I prepare my campaign team on a daily basis that it's an elections. We are two sisters fighting for one property. That's how I see my opponent. We are not enemies. We belong in the same party, and they aspire because we both love the party dearly. This job, if I not get this leadership, it just mean maybe it's not meant for me yet. But that means the party need me more time for let I work because we're in a crossroad. APC must return to power 2023. That's my ultimate goal. And I know they relent on that. In fact, I mean at the one candidate who don't buy tickets. If we be for going to convention today, now tomorrow I'll be for left for go free term. That's how much I'm determined to make sure say I help me party, low come back na power because my brother, opposition is not easy.
Particularly under SLPP in governance.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, Baby Arch, this now a task we every APTN they look at now. They're not quite sure how they go handle that. I'm sure the party at the moment they go through a lot of activities and very rigorous activities then in terms of making sure that the elections, the lower level elections are carried out without too much problems, moving on to constituency level and to district and regional level. So I want to know with all of these factions within the party, you know, you owe it to me, you owe it to Evangelist Samson, the late man, you owe it to all the people that we don't come across, who they suffer in that country, the way you help. Personally, they are based nobody, everybody, you owe it to them for help for bring come APC back to power. With all these factions where they happen around the party, so, you know, what you know you take on that? Or maybe which one part the way you don't join now, where you say you deal with whether na the big six or the A team or the B team or the Akune team or whatever, you know. So
Probably, definitely, my brother. I kind of have an idea that question was coming. Anyway, me, I call myself a very liberal APC. I dey sit down, I dey prepare me American picking the war born. I say if APC take toaster, eh, the toaster, then put leg pan am, then make am to a flag bearer. My work begin that day to support that flag bearer and make sure we all embrace that flag bearer. I belong in no camp, to be honest.
okay.
I'm very liberal.
Mm-hmm.
I know so many of the aspirants them. I have interacted with most of them, you know, but me own support is for the party. Would I ever the party pick for be the flag bearer? That person I will support immediately with no conditions
Okay.
because I not join no camp. And the only thing I get for say for waiting they go on our party right now, it's very heartbroken. It's heartrending. It's sad for we people them, especially with people them where they in a village, the illiterate people there where they no know nothing. All what they know is APC for come back na power.
Mm.
Some of them not even one day reach na Freetown. They cannot read or write. This delay, what would they delay? Now then they suffer. If we not try for let we come back together, we speak in one voice, we day in peace. I'm afraid, my brother. And but we get some of us who don't sit down at the background say, no matter what thing happen, we pray that we have a flag bearer. It doesn't matter who the flag bearer is going to be. Me, baby Haj, it no matter who that APC pick, as long as APC elects a flag bearer for us, that flag bearer is going to be my president, my flag bearer, the person where I work for low particular power, not to for any other reason. Because now people in the suffer. If APC not kind of power, how do I fight for Samson's justice? How?
Mm-hmm.
How do I fight for let justice prevail for me Pekin?
Mm-hmm.
And me not go relent until somebody must answer us
Mm-hmm.
about Samson's death.
Yeah.
And the only way we can do it, if we party come back na power, not about me on power, not about anybody in power, but when we get the power under we control, then some of us go able to get the leverage for law we continue for push, say this bobo not die because na Sierra Leonean. Samson only die because he supports APC. He believe in APC. That's not the only reason we make them go and Dana McKinney.
Mm-hmm.
And the only way we go bring them people and then to justice if we come back na power. So if we go for put to act them together, Lord we try, Lord we get a flag bearer, Lord we go tell the people and say we don't get to king or queen. So 2023 we already.
Yes. Okay. Well, that's good. Like I say, this now a responsibility for every APCans for make sure say we try for come back in power. Let justice prevail, because at the moment there are hundreds and hundreds of cases them when they refuse for touch because now they self do am and they no want answer to that, and they want to do everything in their power for retain power for continue for muzzle the people of Sierra Leone, will they continue for suffer from them people that they arrest to August 10 up till now, the woman and they still in a prison. Or just on Friday, this Friday, I see one young Bobo back don't die in a cell. The Bobo sick. The judge say the Bobo for kind of court. He demand for the Bobo kind of court and tell her over and again for say the Bobo the man no well. And then they treat people like that. Now you people then go for can treat you. Now they go for go buy medicine for you. And it's so sad. The Bobo we kind of na court enable worker again. Pass with two time. Just for like answer for adjourn case every Monday, every to Thursday, every Monday to Thursday. Now so then the adjourn from August 10, 30 day. Then they release the one the way they know for say this now typical SLPP person with a mistake arrest. But the one that they know say not to Southeasterner or not to SLPP, then they remain there. That body don't die. I read about that body, I feel like I don't know how to feel. So we owe it to them. We will make sure say we party come together and win the elections. I just feel a normal way. Some people they seem for ignore all inside them they fights for their own interest. Politics not interest, but the kind of interest that they fight for the selfishness too much. Then they prevail past anything else. You know. But yeah, this is the women's wing. This is the women's leadership in the United States. And we within our social media, we follow some of the trends. United States is a very massive country, and you get all the chapters them. You get the women's wing and all in chapters.
14.
Yes. So there has been a lot of challenges among the women. Then the fight for supremacy, the ego, the popularity, they say that say and stuff like that. A day, who's a woman and act even well, we branches the all with getting problems in the but how you maybe urge in your leadership you go for bring kind of humanity together, given that we have elections, national election for comeback na power 2023 June, less than 5 months. How under your leadership you able for galvanize, bring kind of people together, not one side.
Thank you. I had a very good strategy. If you see me flyer, they go on a social media as a single contestant without a running mate. That was my number one strategy for cut across. I believe in inclusiveness. And like I said, I try my best to maintain a very peaceful and calm campaign for law not go to too much in enmity with my opponent or points that I cannot sit down and talk to her. We talk on a regular basis with them. So far, we don't do well. We don't team up now for the two of us. We're not the top candidates, then me being the leading candidates and her. Um, but traveled and almost every weekend. Today it's been one of the weekend. Last night my husband look at me and say, you know what? Just sleep tomorrow, because not a weekend, every other weekend, every 2 weeks I travel out of state.
Wow.
Every 2 weeks, yes, I travel out of state, meeting women, those that support me, those that don't support me. In fact, it's been so good that since then canceled the convention, they even get kudos from me other side by the grace of God. you know they get more compliments of trying to be very inclusive and very calm. I know say APC na a grassroots party. When I come into the show, people were talking all kind of helter and skelter, say, oh, it will come with education, it will come with this. I know, say, yeah, sometimes they said education doesn't matter, but it do help most times. It help molds you, and it help you to accept the things that you cannot change. One thing that I know, that me on side, with me little psychological um, experience, the way I don't get, I able deal with the woman them in a daily base, almost every day. Every day I engage in meetings with them.
Mm.
Whether you support me or not, if I think about you, I'll open my phone and call you and carry a conversation.
Mm.
I have a strategy of continue to do that because U.S.A elections take place. You have a lot of work to do when you emerge to be a leader, and I get teams set up for the peace and reconciliation, and I believe say things could be okay with us. We not get time, and a lot of us, not only me, will think say we have to be in peace for us to win the elections.
Mhm.
If you talk to 10 women, 8 women and go tell you say, it not even matter what thing would they go for. We get for day in peace, not win the elections. What do we do for party? Well, how do we come together? How do we raise money together? Those are the main things that we actually discussing of late, instead of politics. Say, oh, vote for me, or this say that, or that say that, or but politics, you get the bad, you get the good, you get the ugly, you get the witch man there, you get the Chris man there, you get everybody.
Yeah.
I am ready to take that mantle. I have built up a thick skin that nothing moves me other than trying to make sure we are in peace, and the APC wing will double or triple or quadruple from where Usai Madam Low left wing I am.
Mhm.
And I intend to carry that mantle and lift it up as high as I can go,
Fantastic.
and empower the one they would be me
Mhm.
for let them can begin Usai the left over. Usai me the left over.
Okay. Right. Of course, the United States, one of the countries in the diaspora, the party count on heavily
Mhm,
in terms of financial support.
mhm,
And close to the elections now, we dey wait for elections for like can take place. And
mhm,
let's say election and money,
mhm.
what's not the figure where you get in mind for put together by the United States Women's Wing for show the party say yes, when I ready for let the party come to power in June 2023.
Thank you. Way before me dream for Aspire for Women's Leader, I had a vision. Say, I must raise up to $100,000 before elections for the flag
Wow.
bearer.
Wow.
Yes,
Wow.
way before I aspired. You know how I did it?
Hmm.
It's I joined. Well, how we going to do it? Because we are working on it. Our goal was to target 100 Sierra Leoneans. This was in 2021.
Wow.
Okay, we target 100 Sierra Leoneans. We ask for $1,000 each. That's $100,000. And I am the coordinator for the DH23, the program, the association they call it DH23.
Mm-hmm.
We leader they na England tona we na Dr. Fuller,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm the coordinator for the US.
Mm-hmm.
I was able to gather up to like 40 people just from the US.
Wow.
And these 100 people are all over the world
Mm-hmm.
with the targets. So I have that going on. It's been so far. It's very successful because most of us have paid our $1,000.
Wow.
Not only that, um, sometimes I put myself to test, not raising money for my campaign. Okay, I'd sit here and just say things, and things happen. Goal: if I become the women's leader, when I become the women's leader, there is no if about it. My first fundraising for raise over $50,000 just from the women's wing in the
Wow.
US for the flag
Really?
bearer.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I want us to go into convention. If we don't go to convention today,
Mm-hmm.
I go free turn for because my ticket's been called for 10 days. When I come back, my plan was to go all over traveling to like the states who sign my opponent come out,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe few states, and then we launch for a pre-inauguration, because I cannot inaugurate myself because it's a branch, but I
Mm-hmm.
will have done a pre-inauguration party where I know say my goal for that night where they gather the APC people in America for raise more than $50,000. We've done it before with the summit. I am the leading, the one person who hosts that summit in Ohio. Everybody who come out of the country, out of the state, entered my house for the summit as if it was happening here in this house. So that tells you that I organized. I'm not in the organizing team for national, but me not the host. Me not the strong woman in Ohio, where they can meet. So 90% of the organization about the summit passed through me aid. And for host people was through me aid. I did it and it was a very successful program. Very successful. Yes.
Wonderful. Well, that's good. Good to know that you have this plan, already, and you're already on the way, with DH23.
23.
Yes, yes. I've heard about DH23. They've been putting me inside there, but I'm in in a tight corner at the time. So mommy go
Now
for
for
done.
come back, it's still open. We're not done yet.
Okay.
Now we not get flag bearer rates. The goal is
Yeah,
for the flag bearer. We're
yeah.
not been the support any camp. We know they support any camp. And that was the reason why I was amazed by that program.
That's
Say,
good.
we know they go for camp. We know they go for this person who they aspire. Would they wait the day we get a flag bearer? Us, the members of DH23, would I able come fine? If you're not able come, you name the day in a manifesto. We get the book. This A to Z, these are the 100 people. Now we get at this 100,000 on this condition. There are no preconditions, no strings attached. Because of the love of the party, we gather this money for can help with the elections. They give we a less burden for dig deeper into pockets. And know what's in past na the last elections when we not get programs in place. It was not easy for some of us, because I mean, they turn around, they say, call this person, or call baby Haj, or call baby Haj, it's too much. But when you join a group of people, you tend to do more, but less burden, less stress. It's a very good program, the DH23.
Yeah.
And we are we're still going, and you more than welcome Owankasu for take your membership back. We still need more people.
I've been there, but say when we they share a lot on social media. Certain things they don't be accept inside there. So it's like we can mistake, we dey share things then. So they end up for pull me
For
million.
pull you na the forum.
I don't mean quite aware, but anyways, um, coming back to this aspiration, it's quite impressive that these plans are on the way for support the party, for make the party come to power, and now we can normally ask people are people, and human being then get sided with and gets their strength, then get sided with and get their weaknesses then. But normally we can ask what in the things that we don't regret, we don't do politically. You know, normally person can find it very difficult for look at, introspectively look at themselves and say this is my regret or this is my weakness. So make a do something about it. So what in you think say now baby Ajin regret we go one for go back to that in the future if we get our opportunity there.
Politically, well, as a secretary, um, now APC USA, after the leadership, the women's leader, any assistant, the secretary. And I was very strong secretary. Very good. I have to pat myself in the back that I was very much involved and very strong. There are some, I can't even tell you because I they try for think while they talk some of the things that I've done that I regret. All I can come up with that some of the things that I've done that I will do them all over again. The love, the relationships that I build with me woman them, the sisterhood, the relationship they were built all over the world, for being just the secretary for the APC Women's Wing. They're amazing. And the things are, I mean, every mortal man, you get your ups and downs. Yeah, sometimes people misconstrue me, say, she's hot tempered or she's proud. Most like what are they frequently? They say I'm proud. I'm difficult to
You educate past mark. You get sense. And that's how you
yeah, they
feel.
say me a difficult person for get used to. Oh boy. And I'm like, I don't know if I'm a difficult person. I just I can ask for what I can mostly apologize, say when I forgive me.
Mhm.
Maybe because I'm left-handed, I think more critically than the right-handed people. I always
Okay.
see things in a different angle, you
Well, you don't
know?
remind me. You don't remind me of that. I got somebody who I go for check if he's left-handed.
Yeah.
I go for ask
uh,
him if he's left-handed. If he's
Yeah.
left-handed, then I go really
Yeah.
support you to say so.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm left-handed, so I think more critically than most times. Most people that think right with the right brain, they would tend for go long way before we come into an agreement. Yes,
Hmm.
but I am easy to approach, I think. But people think I'm a very difficult person, and yeah, I have my boundaries. The only thing that I regret is that I wish I had developed this attitude that I have today. But when I joined the APC, I actually I joined the APC with me, baby Haj, grow up abroad, and try for safeguard myself, protect my territory. That's what we do. Your territory, you protect yourself. Did not give myself time to be loosened to a lot of things that people wanted me to do. But I cannot tell you much about things that I regret being a member of
Well,
APC or in the party, but other than things that I can claim and
I
will
think
be
say
glad to do back.
I think say um it difficult for make you
Mhm.
accept
The
for say
shortcomings.
you nah yes you
Mm-hmm.
the accusation they're willing to accuse you of basically.
Mm-hmm. It's hard.
APC
Mm-hmm.
being a party of the grassroots, you know,
Mm-hmm.
na munku them na then get
Mm-hmm.
APC.
Mm-hmm.
So the munku them na then boku. So
Mm-hmm.
when they meet elite the lekuna,
Mm-hmm.
obviously some people don't go begin to mass them breakfast and check which you
Mm-hmm.
rank out with.
Mm-hmm.
So then can't and you self like you say you get your boundaries, you
Mm-hmm.
know. When person
Mm-hmm.
cross your boundary, they check up straight away, you know. That it comes natural because of your
Yes.
upbringing. You understand?
Yeah.
Then thing
Mm-hmm.
you don't talk say now proud, now just
Mm-hmm.
how you grow up, how you with
Mm-hmm.
you like be.
Mm-hmm.
So the only thing where me go say no, baby, I just not the type because
Mm-hmm.
you deal with the grassroots there, you deal with them boys then na base one, attire bay,
Correct.
you deal with them
Correct.
where you man them, you they look
Correct.
at people who they suffer, you they support them, you they help them, you
Correct.
empathetic. You are very
Correct.
empathetic. You are not the
Mm-hmm.
person that would just did it and just they dash money. You want for did it with them. You want to feel how they
Mm-hmm.
suffer.
Mm-hmm.
So that's that quality we get in you. It's difficult for let somebody justify the accusation
Mm-hmm.
about you for say you're an elitist person.
Mm-hmm.
You too educate and you want to
Mm-hmm.
be up there and stuff like that. So it's
Mm-hmm.
like, it's a bit of a mixed match, but
Mm-hmm.
that's baby age for you anyway. If you look at this way, acceptable. You look at the other way back, acceptable. At least,
Yep.
yeah. Anyway, we come towards the close of this discussion we'll get. It's been very, very good, very interactive, and you don't tell me a lot about yourself, where people actually will appreciate within the APC, and we hope say you able for implement within the vision for the women in America, and of course
Thank
with
you.
your background and your experience put together, I'm sure you have the capacity to bring America together, all the
Mm-hmm.
women's wing and together, for
Mm-hmm.
make for generate funds for help for
Mm-hmm.
particular party win, you know
Correct.
and so what you normally we can do, We go give you the last few minutes.
Okay.
You talk to we, make you convince the women them in America. Why make them for vote for Baby Haj? Why make them for support Baby Haj? You understand? So
Mm-hmm.
if you don't have me corner, I get me two, three friends in America, and they ask them how is it, how the campaign they go. Maybe I will get the chance for say, well, when I vote for Baby Haj for me because blah blah blah. So tell me,
Uh-huh. Yeah.
talk to them now, and also on this platform, make you convince them to make them vote for you. So the floor is yours.
Okay, thank you. Um, I dey ask all the APC woman them na the US, all the APC, not only woman them, the candidates, the delegates them, for let una vote for Baby Haj, una vote for me. I go stand up for the woman them na the US and beyond, all over. I go advocate for una. I go dey there for una and empower the young. And my slogan is that the young shall grow. Lord, we grow together. Lord, we bring new faces na the APC. Lord, we come. Lord, we show people then what we able do for party. Let we party know say there are talented people there out there, not by education, people that just love and then get the natural talent, what they're capable of doing. Let's move this party to another level. Let's move the APC USA Women's Wing to another level. Una join Baby Haj, una vote for me. Let stand up for una. Let advocate for una. Let I dey there for una. Let I empower una. Let me be your voice. Let me be the gateway so that we all will grow together. This not to me one grain they can grow. We all they grow together. APC na a grassroots party. We are all the grassroots. We are the grassroots of APC. If you grab na money and you think about APC, you are grassroots of APC. So let us come out. Whosoever will be don't hide. Lord, we come. Who una vote for me? Now a good example say una they vote, una they bring new faces to this party, and we they grow together, and we go grow in and help our country and lift up our party, and we win the elections 2023. 2023 is not an easy elections. It's going to be tough. Una need a women's leader where they able stand the SLPP woman them. Una need a women's leader where very outspoken like me. Una need a women's leader where any side and turn am. He able stand SLPP, the women's leader for any kind of debate, any side where we go. Una need a women's leader where they advocate for una, where they stand up, where any side where una show up with them, una know they regret. Let me be your voice. Please vote Baby Haj Jeng. Thank you.
That's Baby Haj Jen. Kadia to Baby
Baby
Haj
Haj
Jen.
Jeng. Yes.
The aspirant for the United States women's leader under the flagship of the APC party, the
Mhm.
party with the sorry for the people of Sierra Leone.
Correct.
And Baby Haj, I want to remind you, make you not forget them people that within a cell, the woman them. But who APC woman then they will arrest within a cell. Where you assume your position as a woman's leader, make that be part of your agenda.
Thank you.
Plenty of them picking they don't sit the was,
Mhm.
and come up with good results. They're
Mhm.
not able, the mama not dey, the mama they need to sell. They're not able for pay for them picking them for go college. For feed, now by God in power, now nobody they go
Mhm.
help them for let them feed. But God day,
Mhm.
some of the APC people them one term in the try.
Mhm.
But make it be part of we agenda
Thank you.
for win and for
Mhm.
help the one that we don't suffer under the party.
Mhm.
Just because they know say they are APC,
Mhm.
we don't capture them, bundle
Mhm.
them, talk the na sell 30 did and did it.
Mhm.
So I want to tell you plenty thank you. This platform want to tell you boku boku thank you for the time you take. You know, a very busy person, but we managed to
Thank
get
you.
you answer today for come be part of this, discussion. And hopefully at a later date, then we'll go for show this one live, let everybody see what in the idea for say, and then we'll make the judgments from there. So we wish you
Thank you.
luck in this aspiration. And this now on our platform. This is not the voice of the diaspora. This platform, anytime when I want to send a message to our people them, when I contact the media team. This not for the diaspora, not for UK and I, but for the diaspora. It day for now.
Okay.
So when I reach out anytime when I talk to we ready for make the time for now. To make una get chance to talk to we, yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. And I want to say thank you to the technical team, Mr. MMBB, Mo
Mhm.
Bangura of the Reading and Oxford region, na the UK and I, Mr. Delvin Thomas, na the production manager, we get Dr. Denke, we get young people that we get JS Momo, the former president.
Yeah. In Pekin.
Yes, now one of the
Wow.
technical man them na this platform, and they do very well for
Wow.
it. And himself they aspire for a position within the diaspora and a deputy position self they go for. You know, one
Mhm.
day prominent, but you just want to take up well, you know.
It just
So
won't come out. You know, it's
yeah,
it's it's sad.
yeah,
Owankasu is sad for the political picking them. You know, the suppression. You
oppression.
know,
The other one they
suppression. You know, the
arrest
grief for
man go lock
you.
and
We
sell.
come out. It's sad.
Yeah,
It's
we
sad.
get we get
It
Sheku
just
Stephen,
one.
we get Papa Sheki young picking back the we back.
Mhm.
You know,
Mhm.
what they call Sheku Stevens, a young man. He
Mhm.
said they did very well, you know. So, but
Yeah.
anyways, we want to tell you plenty, plenty thank you, and we say good luck to you and everybody. You know, tell you thank you for giving kudos to you predecessor. You know, and
Thank you.
yeah, and everybody else we involved in the success we achieved so far within the APC. So
Thank
this
you
are
very
the
much.
APC online TV platform. This are the upfront. Um, this are the upfront one-to-one interview with Comrade Owankasu to all the people them where they aspire for positions them. That said, technical team, I want to say thank you and good night.
Thank you very much. Good